founder and CEO of Ecomcy, and today I wanted to do an amazing video around a new solution that is out there when it comes to helping you find products to launch on Amazon. We know as an Amazon seller, especially when you're getting started, one of the most difficult things is to figure out what product to launch on Amazon. And Seller Hook is a new service by AMZ Scout, which is also one of the top tools out there when it comes to researching keywords and products on Amazon to help you figure out which are those initial products to launch on Amazon. At the end of the day, sometimes it's not even the lack of idea when it comes to which product to launch on Amazon, but it's actually figuring out how to read the data behind these product ideas and make sure it actually makes sense to launch this product in the first place on Amazon. And this report goes in depth. Like the amount of detail you're gonna find in this report is mind-blowing. The fact that it tells you everything in terms of, what are the demand, what is the essentially the trends associated with this product, what are the finances associated with it. It gives you a lot of insight. That's definitely something that's gonna support your journey towards figuring out if this product makes sense or not to launch it as part of your journey when it comes to selling on Amazon. So let's start with having a quick breakdown on the report. So one of the things I love about this research is that when they look for the product, they tell you effectively what are looking for in this criteria and what was the starting point to come up with this product in the first place. So on this initial example, you can see they mention the category, the price range, the demand, right? So they have a look at specific revenue range and specific region. Then when it comes to opportunity, like what kind of things we can improve when it comes to the technology side of things, or things that the product is definitely missing of in terms of the products that are out there in the market. And then it also gives you an insight about what the competition looks like and how we can use those insights to make sure our product better. And then with that, it gives you the product idea. In this case, a bubble gum machine, right? It tells you that it's long competition, the price is within the price range that we effectively are looking to aim, but also the opportunity to differentiate. This is the most important thing, because you can have something that is effectively within the price range or relatively has low competition, but if you cannot make it different enough, it's a matter of time before the competition just copy it, especially manufactured from China, and you're only going to compete in price, right? So here you can find the reason behind why people buy this product in the first place, why it's a good idea to sell this product from a keyword perspective in terms of the number of reviews, in terms of how the sellers compare to you potentially if you launch this product, all the numbers associated. So it gives you a lot of insights. And the thing I also love about this is that it gives you directly the link to all these insights. So for example, let's say you want to have more information about that specific product, you just click and go to the specific link on Amazon, right? So now, going back to the data, of course, we're focusing mainly on Amazon, but it gives you a pretty good understanding of what is happening in our marketplaces, which is very good for you to know to be future-proof, because I'm a huge believer of being omni-channel. Like the goal, especially in 2025 to survive, is to be able to find a product that can be worked across multiple platforms. And that's the beauty of this report. It tells you how this potentially, you could send this on Walmart, and AliExpress, or marketplaces, and this gives you an idea what you can do beyond Amazon once Amazon is successful. Now here, it tells you, some of the indicators of why this is a good product. Like it tells you the average amount of sales, the amount of revenue, the story of the niche. This is also something very important a lot of people don't have a look at. So for example, here it has a look at, how the number of reviews fluctuate, the average amount of sales, the average price. And it is very important for you to understand if there is some kind of a seasonality associated, right? Here, for example, it's clear that during spring and summer, that's where there is the biggest amount of sales. So you can use that as a prediction to understand how much inventory you have to have in hand, but also be able to prepare for these spikes, ups and downs throughout the journey of this product. So you can also understand if effectively it's going to be a product that will make sense for you, or you prefer a product that's more stable throughout the whole history. The same in terms of the amount of sales, how this is being growing. Is this a niche that is growing? Is a niche that is dying? The keyword trend, like you can see how they also do a research across Amazon and beyond Amazon. So this, for example, using Google search, it tells you if this is something that in the United States is becoming more trendy, is a trend that is dying. And this is something that a lot of people miss. Sometimes we focus too much on keywords and activity on Amazon, but what is actually happening beyond Amazon? Is this product becoming trendy? Was this just kind of a fidget spinner effect, that something that it's only gonna work for 2 3 months and it's gonna die. You have to have enough insights and data to figure that out, because if you don't, you very easily could fall into the trap to be distracted by the shiny object syndrome, and then being end up selling something that is not gonna be effective for you to sustain a profitability and growth in the long term, right? So here it also tells you the keywords to go for, but the most interesting thing about this report, guys, it tells you even the suppliers. You know, a lot of times we can come down to finding the data, the keywords, the metrics, but a lot of people get stuck into, okay, but what is the manufacturer should use? Why I should sell this in the first place, given the fact that I'm struggling to find potentially somebody that can manufacture this. And now this report tells you effectively, based on some extensive research, that these suppliers are matching specific criteria that makes them effectively match a level of quality that makes them suitable for you, right? Here you can see the deeper analysis. So for example, if you click the research analysis, it tells you in depth why those manufacturers chosen, the numbers behind them. So this is something I would always recommend to have a look at when effectively you engage with this level of service, because now not only they will give you the opportunity to figure out the best suppliers, but also what is the criteria behind what is the best supplier for you. And you can see that's what only one idea. Now we have product idea number 2, product idea number 3, and the level of data is very, very insightful. Like this is something that if you know how to reverse engineer all these and are very good at analyzing reports, in a matter of minutes you can go from having that position, which I know I've been there as an Amazon seller, that you don't really know what to sell, to go to the position, oh, out of these 5 products, 2 of them make sense, they align with my goals, they align with my criteria, I like the suppliers because they match also this specific criteria. Therefore I'm gonna go deeper in terms of starting the negotiation process and start going deeper into how I can do a brand around this product. And the beauty of also of these reports is that, given that this is a report that's given to you as a PDF, something I love to do as well is then analyze this with ChatGPT. You could potentially also analyze this with ChatGPT and say, okay, based on all these options I'm being given, how I make sure I choose the best product aligned with what my brand is currently selling, my KPIs, and now it's so easy to effectively discover a product could be a success for your brand. So I 100% recommend this service. It's called SERHook by MC and Scout. So definitely check it out. And it's something that the reason why I wanted to do this quick video that will add a ton of value to people who are getting started in the Amazon journey, or people are really struggling to figure out another product to be added to the current catalog, because this is something that requires a lot of time, a lot of experience. And if you work with a service like this, they're doing the heavy lifting for you, and now the only thing you have to do is use the expertise that you have around being an Amazon seller or understanding the Amazon selling game, and add your other insights like the branding side of things, the launch strategy, and effectively your success rate is definitely going to be much higher than trying to do all this on your own. So that's everything from me. Of course, find all the information down in the description, where you can find more about these reports, what is the cost associated, the timelines. More than happy to answer any questions, but thank you so much for watching this. I'm super confident this is going to help a lot of people in 2025 to have a more successful journey on Amazon. And as usual, it's been a pleasure. See you soon. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.